That's where I am.
Hey folks, it's Finn. So this week's vlog is an exciting one because if you follow my Insta or my Twitter, you'll know that this week I got myself a new tattoo. So this is the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon album cover, and above that it says "To Thine Own Self Be True," which is a Shakespeare quote, yes, but it's also something we use in AA, and underneath is the date I got clean and sober. I've always wanted lots of tattoos ever since I got this first one done, which I got done 20 years ago this month. Yes, I am that old. So why Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon? I have known for years that I wanted the Dark Side of the Moon album cover on me, but my design of it has changed over the years as I've gone through various things and it's held different meanings, and so I'm really glad that it's taken this long, because I feel like it took this long to incorporate the design I really wanted. In terms of the album, Dark Side of the Moon, I love Pink Floyd, I love all their albums, and their lyrics are so philosophical and poetic and deep and powerful. It's one of the artists that have been the theme tune of my life, whether it's been singing my angst or kind of celebrating my successes. It's always been my theme tune. And the Dark Side of the Moon album specifically, because it's a concept album. Now, younger folk probably don't realise, or you might do, I don't know, that albums used to tell a story. They used to be around a theme, or they used to tell a story. These days, albums don't. Showing my age again. And Dark Side of the Moon was done around kind of insanity, and the first half of the album is kind of all about insanity, life going too quick, not being who you want to be, and the other side's all about things that impact us from society, like greed, money, and all of that. So it's always held some kind of meaning, because I've always been quite anti-establishment and anti-capitalism and all of that, and the album speaks to me about all that kind of stuff. As I've got sober, my thinking's changed. I've really picked up on the lyrics a lot about not wasting your life and not letting society dictate how you should be, and making your own way in the world, and realising it goes so quick, so you shouldn't worry about what other people think. You should just get on with life. So the album and the lyrics mean so much to me in of themselves, as do Pink Floyd and all of their albums. So that was the first reason that I wanted it tattooed on me. The other reason is the symbol itself. It's a prism with light going through it, so you've got the dark side, and then out the other side is all this beautiful rainbow light. So it also speaks to me of kind of coming through darkness into light. It speaks to me about you have to know darkness to know light. It's also the rainbow, so it speaks to me of coming out, both as a lesbian and as a trans man. I incorporated my recovery into it, because To Thine Own Self Be True is also what I feel the album's about. It is that kind of don't waste your life kind of thing, and be who you need to be for you. And for that reason I had my sobriety date tattooed under it. And the reason for that is because for me, the main thing in my life is my sobriety. Had I not got clean and sober, had I not found the fellowship, had I not been taken through the 12 steps and helped to see myself and the world differently and to respond to life differently, I wouldn't have all the things I have today. I wouldn't have been able to come out as trans and all of these other things. So it's also why my YouTube channel's evolved in the way it has, because I started my channel as a place to document my transition, but then I just started speaking about everything, because for me, my transition is really just an aspect of my whole recovery. You know, my recovery is my central thing. My transition is just something that's come out of that, if that makes sense. So this is also about transition, because, you know, it's coming through that darkness and your true colours showing and all of that. But more than anything, this is the day I woke up. This is the date I got clean and sober, and my life changed beyond all recognition. I am a different person because of recovery more than I am about transition. So as you can see, it has a ton of meaning, loads and loads of meaning. It's just so special, and I'm just so glad it's finally been done, and I'm so glad I waited, because the chap who did it is so talented and such a lovely guy. His name is Syluss, Syluss Inc., and he currently works in Exeter at the Songbird Tattoo. I'll put a link at the bottom to his Instagram and his website. Now, he's given me permission to tell you this. He's transgender, and for that reason it's even more special that he did it. I mean, as soon as I met him, I really liked the guy anyway, and as soon as I realised he was a tattooist, I was like, you are definitely the guy to do my tattoo. It just means so much that somebody that gets what we go through to come out the other side would put this on my body permanently. So I'm over the moon that he did it. This was almost 4 hours. It wasn't actually that painful, to be fair. He is very gentle. The constant black was quite hard. By the end of it, it was like, okay, it's a bit sore. But it actually wasn't too bad at all. And it was just a lovely experience with him. So, and did I say that actually this one was done in Exeter 20 years ago? Which is a really strange coincidence, but there you go. So yes, if you are in Exeter, or even if you're not, it's worth the drive. Come and see Syluss, because he really, really is so talented. I basically gave him the elements I was looking at in this tattoo, and he drew something up for me, which is this, obviously. And it's perfect, absolutely perfect. So I'm over the moon. Thank you, Syluss. I enjoyed sharing that with you. Obviously, it's still healing, so I will show you in another video when it's more healed. Maybe you could share your tattoos with me. That would be lovely if I put this over on the Finn fan page. Maybe if you've got tattoos and you'd like to share their meaning, you could pop a little picture about your tattoo and a little meaning. That'd be really nice. I love tattoos and the meanings they hold for people. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.